Hey, and welcome back to Four Heroes of Light. In the last episode, we went to the Kingdom of Gera and found out that they had recently acquired a great tree seed from Arbor in an attempt to turn the desert into a lush green land. Then we followed Coringe up the Moonlight Tower to find that he and Ariadne were both in danger. So in this part, we're going to go follow Ariadne to the Quicksand Castle. And on this opening screen here, we can now see the dragon up in the top right corner. Back here in Gera already, I already got some of the gems that I need for the next area. I want to enhance the hero crown. I think we're still a few gems short, so it might take a few fights to get everything that I want. But the hero seems to be done now. We get the move Finale, another very strong physical attack. Can we enhance the Black Mage? I think so. No, that's not what I meant to do. And now Jusqua has Magic Might in his arsenal. Can't enhance the crown anymore on him. Can't enhance Unita's Elementalist yet. We need more rubies for that. And Ares White Mage. We're going to need more of just about everything. So before we go, there's a few more SETI up type things that I want to do. I actually want the fire shield on Aerie, not the earth one. And Jusqua is going to need the Blizzaga tome. Let's see what kind of equipment we're looking at here. That all looks good. I'm going to switch Unita back to the fighter soon, but I want to keep her as the merchant for now to get a few more gems. I think I'm just going to use Brant as the elementalist in the next fight. I want the fire shield on Aerie along with the earth cape. No, I don't want the Mithril Hammer on her right now. Actually, I'm going to get that back. We might be needing that. We don't need the Earth Gauntlets for sure. I'll put that Golden Needle back in Brant's inventory. That cures Petrification, which is a stat we might be seeing kind of soon. To give Aerie the Hydrax. Let's give that to her later. And I think that should be good. One last thing, I want the Spring Gauntlets on Brant. And I think we have 2 sets of them, so it should be fine. That's everything we're going to need for the walk to the boss fight, so let's rest in the inn and head off on our way. Alright, we're back in the quicksand castle. Looks like all the treasure chests in this place are gone as well, so we won't need to collect them again. I forgot to put finale on Brant. I'll have to do that in just a second here. Blade Blitz tears right through random encounters as usual. Guess we can show what finale does. Although I'll have to have Brant boost a whole bunch after this. Look at how much damage that last attack does. Another emerald, always welcome. Although we could use more rubies right now, more than emeralds. I'd really rather use Brant in this next fight than you, as a physical attacker than Unita, but I'd rather not go grinding for rubies for a whole long time. That's what Banish looks like. These guys are weak to it. Oh, we got a Minotaur again, like from all the way back in the first area. If I remember right, they were weak to fire. They drop rubies and emeralds. Alright, here we are at the last area. And now that I'm thinking more about it, I don't think we need an elementalist for this fight. I might regret saying that and, have to redo the whole thing. But I think if we just use Juice Square right, then we can get away with not having an elementalist in the party. Keep the Spring Gauntlets on, keep the Rock Shield on. You're good to go. Juice Square's abilities are going to need to change. I want all of his job abilities on him now. And I want Blizzard and Blizzaga on him. Aerie can stay as she is now. Spring Gauntlets on Brant. No, wait, there's one other thing I want on Aerie. Don't need Hide. Actually, I do want Hide. Kuraga, Cure, Cura, Raise. I think Cura is the one we can stand to lose the most, but because I want magic on. When you're ready, head on up these stairs. Area has 1 AP left, so I think we might as well use that to restore a little bit of health. Looks like we got Ariadne and the king up here. What do you mean? That Coringe was just using you. He wanted the seedling of the great tree for himself. Don't listen to him, Ariadne. He's lying. What are you doing here? Coringe sent us. We've come to rescue Ariadne from your clutches. You meddling fools, I'll teach you to interfere in royal affairs. Alright, we got King Gera as a boss fight here. As you'd expect, he's really not that difficult. He does use earth magic, though. And a bit of fire magic as well. I'm not that desperate to end this, so I don't really want to go blowing through my AP too much. Alright, and it's over. Haha, you cannot hurt me. The power of the seedling is truly great. Coringe. So you still live. Use the Merkmahl, shine it on him. Here we go. King Gera is bathed in moonlight. You fool, Coringe, you pitiful fool. You were mighty once, but your time has passed. You should have stayed in the desert where you belonged. Your moonfolk are finished, do you hear me? With Gera, Kingdom of Magic under my control, I shall build an empire that rules the world. Alright, here we go. This is Asmodeus, the first of the 7 demons. These guys are next level difficult usually. They use very unusual strategies and you have to kinda play right to beat them, so I'm gonna start off by guarding and putting up a mirror. And of course start with a finale, and that does an insane amount of damage to him. Moonlight Curse will reduce your overall. Moonlight Curse reduces your motivation, like that. Sidewinder is a dangerous attack and inflicts a lot of stupid status effects on you. Give him another finale. That might actually finish him off already. Spell Focus. Frenzy Fu. No, I don't want to do... I want to do Spell Focus, but on you. Use a high potion on somebody. Break inflicts Petrification, which is basically just instant kill. Unfortunately, with Aerie down, Finale isn't going to do nearly as much. Oh, Asmodeus is weak to silence, I guess. Although that means he'll probably be using Sidewinder a lot more. Blizzaga does a ton of damage to him with spell focus. He'll probably be going down pretty soon here. This guy really likes debuffs, if you couldn't tell. Cast another Blizzard. Go for Frenzy Fu. No, I don't want you using Blizzard. Frenzy Fu really isn't as strong as I remember. I think you have to boost your strength a little more for it to start doing good. Alright, that shouldn't... Now Ares shouldn't be dying. All his snakeheads are down now. He's really wasting a lot of his turns here. Right, here we go. Boost, give him another Blizzard. Boost. I don't know if Mirror is over yet. It should be. So I can probably give us all a Karaga. Yeah, we're fine. One more Finale should do him in. Yeah, he's done. Never mind, that didn't do nearly as much damage as I wanted it to. I haven't pointed it out, but the 7 demons all have unique battle music. Well, no, they have a unique theme, rather. They all use the same theme. It's called the Demon King's Minions, I believe. Not quite as good as the regular boss theme, but still a pretty good boss fight song. That's gotta do him, yep. I beat Asmodeus in my first try without an Elementalist. Damn, that guy took me forever when I was like 8 years old. Damn you. And he's gone. Oh, Heroes of Light. You have fought boldly and defeated the mighty demon. Now the Moonfolk will guide Gera to the correct path. There will be no war with the fairy folk of Arbor. To thee I grant this gift of light, upon thy head a crown of might. You get the crown of the Spell Fencer. Alright, we're done here. Let's see what everyone has to say. I could never have helped Cringe on my own. Thank you, everyone. The king was possessed by an evil spirit in body and soul. In the legends of the Moonfolk, this shield was wielded by the great hero Roland. And we get the Shield of Light. Ariadne and I would have been lost had it not been for you. You have done Corinne and I a great kindness, will be forever in your debt. We shall take the seedling of the great tree to Queen Arbor and beg for her forgiveness. In this world there are all kinds of people who need saving, and all kinds of treasure to be found. Wow, the Shield of Light. Probably best to give that to a healer or someone who doesn't have a lot of HP, huh? Okay, we're on a roll now. Let's keep working together and take on the next challenge. So let's take a look at that Shield of Light we got. Defense plus 3, magic attack plus magic defense plus 3, evade magic evade plus 10, and nullifies ailments. I think giving that to a healer probably is a good idea, but we're just going to put it on Brant for now because we don't really have any space in Ares' inventory. Heading back on out, if we go back to Gera, we can get a random encounter right before we get there. And it's great having Blade Blitz again. And the town's back to having its usual music. No night theme, though. Now, before we move on, how much time has this video been? 20 minutes. We're actually just going to rearrange our inventories a little bit and head on off to the next town before ending this. Seems like a good set of spells right there. Kuraga. No, I want Kura right here. Kuraga there. Then Asuna, and then Raise. That should be good. Give Area the Mithril Hammer and the Spirit Ring back. I don't need the rock shields anymore. I don't even think there's any more earth enemies out there for a considerably long time. And we're heading off again. Seems like Gera had a lot to do with Arbor in this little section, so I'd say that's a good place to head off to next. Well, before ending things, check and see what this crown is. This is the same crown Cringe had, and we already saw what its first ability is. It's Magic Sword. It lets you give an elemental property to your weapon. And if its passive is to follow up a spell, then attack deals extra damage. I don't really use this crown. There's one boss fight where it could be useful, but I prefer to just stick with the hero. I guess we also haven't gone over what the party host does. It deals more damage with joint attacks. You put it on, it gives you Charm. I don't really remember what that does. Either way, we won't be using this one. We've pretty much got our final setup of crowns right now, actually. Of course, we're going to sometimes use an elementalist instead of a hero or a fighter. But we're about good with what I want from everybody for now. So, we're going to save the game, and then next time we're going to continue on through Arbor and see just what kind of trouble is going on here.